Gold prices slipped Wednesday as Western stock markets also fell amid worsening worries over US President Trump's Liberation Day trade tariffs, due to be applied this time next week, but still unspecified and uncertain. Silver, in contrast, held firm from yesterday's SLV ETF-led rebound, and base metal copper leapt to yet new US highs, surging to $5.37 per pound after Trump said he plans to implement copper import tariffs within weeks. That widened the premium on Comex copper contracts compared to London's LME price to new records above $1,700 per tonne for May and $2,000 for December settlement. London gold bullion, meantime, fell almost $20 per troy ounce into the city's 3 p.m. benchmarking auction, fix around $3,014, while New York's most active Comex gold futures contract traded at $3,023. That gap, effectively the incentive to fly gold bullion west across the Atlantic, more typically runs to just a couple of dollars. But the Comex London arbitrage leapt to $50 per ounce in February as trade tariff fears jumped, and it's now sucked in a record quantity of gold to New York warehouses, more than doubling those stockpiles since Trump re-won the presidency last November to build a glut now equal to well over 4 years of total U.S. gold demand. February merchandise trade data on Thursday are likely to show the total net deficit grew to almost $162 billion, says Bloomberg News, quoting Spanish bank Santander's U.S. capital markets team and pointing to the impact of heavy gold imports on the world, number one economy's trade deficit, as banks, dealers, and manufacturers rush to land metal ahead of Trump's possible tariffs. The surge in U.S. gold imports has helped knock first-quarter economic growth forecasts sharply lower, Bloomberg notes, with the Atlanta Fed's much-followed GDP now prediction plunging to minus 1.8% annualized. That figure would read above zero if gold imports, made solely to protect against and exploit the gap between New York futures and global gold prices, were excluded. A lot of copper has flowed to the United States, drawn by higher prices, leading to reduced imports to China, Reuters quotes one base metals trader. The legal authority that Trump chooses to use is important in how the US applies tariffs next week, analysts at UK bank Barclays say, predicting that the White House could hit 15 to 25 nations, because it will drive how quickly the tariffs can be implemented. Based on his past actions, we think President Trump is unlikely to wait. Also pouring into New York storage ahead of possible trade tariffs, silver today held on to Tuesday's price rebound, with the more industrially useful precious metal trading at $33.68 per troy ounce in London and 40 cents higher on the US CME's Comex futures contract. New York's tech-heavy Nasdaq 100 share index, meantime, dropped 0.9% from yesterday's 3-week high, down at what was a 5-month low when hit early in March, while European equity bourses today lost 0.5% to trade in the middle of this month's range. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel.